Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to an episode of our Let's Play for Motorsport Manager. We are continuing our first season in the World Motorsport Championship. This is our, what is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is our 6th episode. So we're past the halfway point. Only have 3 episodes left, and still in 8th place, so I guess that's a good thing, right? It's expected to be 9th. We're still in 8th by a decent margin, so hopefully we can hold on to that and really just try to set a good foundation for next year. That's all it is. Continue to set good foundations for the next year, and the next year keep creeping up the line. But yeah, I will say though, man, those 1st through 5th place cars are incredibly fast. Car condition, interview, sure. Sure, we're interested. I actually don't know who you are or what you're. Pretty good driver, 30 years old though. Wow, yeah. A little bit old for us, I would imagine. Go check out our pit crew. Anybody burnt out at the moment? Not at the moment. How are we looking on how many races left? Okay, 2 races left. So definitely need to renew a bunch of these people. Actually, only 1 race left. So probably need to go down the list and renew everybody now before I forget. Anybody worth scouting? I mean, 89 is pretty good, but I'm going to reject them. And the 89 here. I mean, some decent drivers here. Don't get me or pit crew, I should say. But I think we're just going to keep the guys we have right now. No sense spending money, especially since it's not going to make that much difference on our overall placing right now. We're just trying to do the best we can with what we got. I got to remember to renew these, check these renewals before the end of the seasons each year, because they only renew for what, 12 races, 13 races, something like that? 12 races, which means that that's nowhere near close to the whole full season. In fact, right now, it'll be halfway through the next season before, when we have to renew them. Hopefully I remember. I wish there was a pop-up or some sort of notification that says, hey, crazy, renew this again. But we'll get there. All right, that's done. Let's check out percentage, stick percentage. There's a full 1%. Wow. There's a 0.8, 0.9. 0.7. And a 0.5, a couple 0.5s. Don't know if it really matters. We'll just grab a U. All right. You're actually probably the best front jack. Best rear jack's going to be one of the 19s. Grab that one. And then refueling looks good. 19. Actually, there's a 20. And then tires, 17. So about as good as it's going to get. I mean, this 14 is going to have to be, I guess. All right, go with that. Car, 10 hours left on that rear wing. There's the rear wing right there, actually. So, don't think we can design another new rear wing, can we? No, I mean, we could technically get one that's max performance already. It's tempting, because then we wouldn't have to worry about going through all this hassle. But sure, there's another part we can work on instead. I mean, brakes are pretty bad. Engine's still pretty bad, but we got some good engines that we just need to work on. Again, tempting to come down here and do that, but it's probably gearbox or brakes. Really just keep designing parts for next season. Just try to get some little, inkling of performance improvement. And see what we can do. All right. Keep going until we get car repairs done. There they are. So, I mean, I think we still need to focus on some reliability, but don't have to cap it out crazy like. We do want this new rear wing in here, but we can remove that one. I really want to be focusing on some more performance. It's possible this rear wing doesn't get good enough to be used, though, is the problem. If we go full on this way. So we probably want to do a little bit of a split here. I mean, truth be told, in fact, we'll just do a little bit more. Something like that. Once these get up to above, you know, maybe 85 or something like that, we probably drop them out to help speed things up a little bit more. Not a ton of performance coming in, but some. Those new brakes are about to come in. We're going to need to boost them up as well. Do another brake, might as well. We start doing just risky parts at this point. I mean, excuse me, man. Crud. I mean, we could, but I mean, we're this close to the end. I'm starting to feel like we should actually just not focus on, because then we don't need to focus on reliability. We just focus on pure on performance, get as much as we can out of them, and just have something good for next season. Some of these new brakes, though, are going to be useful for us. We're at 82. That's a start. I mean, I could drop them off now. Honestly, it's probably okay. Something like that. Still get some more improvement into these as much as we can. Looks like this rear wing is not going to come up in time, but a couple of these other parts are going to be okay. We're just trying to continue to improve the performance on these as much as we possibly can. Still a long ways off from replacing this 2047, unfortunately, but it's going to be good for our second place car. I mean, I really need to max out this performance so it's better, but reliability too. We'll keep going this way, I guess, for now. Energy recovery system banned. This rule will benefit traditional teams, will not benefit progressive teams. Apparently it doesn't matter to us, so we're just going to abstain. We'll take it as it is. Whatever it ends up being, so be it. Looks like it is not banned. Modeling tryouts. Hey, more marketability. Can't go wrong with that. Okay, new brakes are back up again. And I think we can do another one, can't we? That one, that one. Even though that one's risky, there's nothing better about it. So that one's 1435, that one's 1455. This is as high as we can go though. So is 40 the best? Oh, see, that was just as good. And cheaper, and yeah. No reason not to take this one over that one. And that would be our break for next season. Cool, I like it. It's also less that we have to actually improve because these are both straight deceleration boosts. She's not a bad designer, I know, I agree. And she's actually got some room to improve, so it's part of the reason we're keeping her. Alright, so this brake is risky. But it's also not going to be our best brake. So we don't have to touch this one. That was just an intervening step between to the next one. So we won't even touch that one at all. We're up to 2019 on performance. It's getting there. It's really the reliability. It's holding us back from using some of these parts. Can't believe we still haven't gotten another sponsor here. I'll try to remember this time, but I will go just up to race day just to see if we get anything else, which we don't. Wow. What is up with that? I don't know that I've ever seen it not come up with more than one sponsor like that. I'll take that one, I guess. It's something. Alright, so I don't know that we go 55. I mean, with nurse, it's not a crucial part. We're probably actually going to be okay with that. It's not much better, but something. So you're still on the 2022. That's perfect. I mean, if it's arguable the fuel efficiency, we could gain something there, but we'll just keep going with the brute force, better engine. 1409 is good enough. 1448 is not quite, because especially since the red zone is bigger. But we got a small improvement on both of them there, so that's good. All right, I'll go with that. Still unhappy. Getting borderline to happy. Vancouver. Assuming it's going to be pretty cool. Especially if it's what, I don't even know, I forget what time of the month or time of the year it is, I should say. And raining. Wow. Not much, but enough. Let's see here. I mean, this is going to be hard to tell there. This one's closer to the middle. This one's probably to the left and to the middle. This one right here is going to be tough. The top one. So we'll just pick a side. Go for it. Handling is good. Speed balance should be good. Tire choice. Oh, wow. We can go ultras on this race. I'm going to go ultras, even in the rain, because I'm pretty sure you can't crash in practice. And even if we can just get something out of it, that's going to help us hopefully on qualifying, if qualifying is still I don't know. Honestly, that's about as good as we're going to get, huh? Got the speed balance locked in. Let's start. Oh, you're supposed to be headers. My bad. Me too. Not bad. So good to great. Just a smidge more. Very poor to good. And then get the speed balance about where it was. A couple excellents. poor to good. It's actually probably a little bit more like that, just because we're so close. We're 5% off, so that tells me that there's probably not much of a gap there. I mean, we're not going to get the tires anyway, most likely, or barely, if at all. So we'll just focus on the race trim for now. Nice, 7. A little bit more in the handling, maybe. '98. Same thing. Or I should say, not same thing, but a little bit more in the speed balance. Alright, let them run out as much as they can. See if we can get a little bit more qualifying. Hopefully we can get to level 3 Ultras, but if not, we've done the best we can, I guess. Oh, we're going to barely get level 1, so it's not much. And I don't think we're going to get level 3. Oh, so close. If I hadn't started off the wrong tires at the very beginning, we would have gotten level 3. Oh, well. Tiny bit of rain, but not much. Triple excellence, 100%. Ho ho! I like it. I was gonna say if I got 200%, I don't know what I would do because it would be incredible. Pretty close to the same spots, you know, to be fair. So. Come on, guys. Phew. 16th and 19th. I mean, that's pretty normal for us at this point. It's just where we're at. Alrighty. Tiny bit of rain. Possibly not enough to actually switch to different tires. Let's start off a little bit faster here. Trying to breeze through some of these races. I mean, the fact that they don't really matter that much because we're so far down the list just tells me we just do the, you know, squeeze, you know, get through them as quickly as we can. Get through these episodes. Get to next season when we get some better stuff. What's the temperature like? Yeah, pretty cold actually. So neutral, I would imagine, would be good enough to drop the temperature here. Nope, we're not coming in. Just barely going to be enough temporarily. A couple of people did pin for inners, but again, it's about to start drying up here in about another lap anyway, so don't feel like that's going to make that much difference. Alright, let's go and pitch you. Okay, that's all we could do on the ultras. We've got 22 laps left, which is going to be basically 2 stints of super softs. We are going to drop you down to orange, I believe, for this middle stint, so we don't have to refuel. Go ahead and drop down to orange now so I don't forget. Now you could do one more ultra if we wanted to, which we might have enough for, so why not? Leave you on red since you're on ultras, because you will definitely be pitting soon. Guess I could have left you on push a little bit longer than I did. No, you can't make it the rest of the race with that much fuel left. You're not planning to. How about you leave the management to me and you just focus on the driving? I should be getting the message from Roland here very, very soon. There we go. 12 laps left. Plenty enough for the super softs. We want to stay on red, so 14.3, something like that. So probably 14. Alright, pitch you for some super softs. 13 laps exactly. If we want to keep you on red. Arguably we won't be able to, but can we fix this part in that time period? Yes, we can. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Alright, there we can go up to orange, or red, I mean. Engine's going to be a little bit problematic, but we'll keep an eye on it. Oh, I'm going to push. Get about 5 laps left. We'll check the timings. Five laps left when we cross the line. It's actually about to be 4 laps left anyway. We do need to go down to orange though, even if it is 4 laps left. Probably the same for you, I'd imagine, right? Yes. Because we both just got lapped, so there are 4 laps left. 3 laps left now. Okay, so we're pretty good right now. We can hold on to where we're at. Man, that extra pit definitely cost us, it looks like. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. At least he passed something. Wait a minute. This is the last lap, right? Yeah. So we're good on fuel. I was like saying, Momentary moment of panic. 16th, 17th. Okay, so he at least worked his way back up to his qualifying, and she actually moved up a couple spots, so it's not terrible, but dude, I mean, Taylor getting up there is impressive. Single pitting. Pretty smart, though, I'm sure. How far behind Taylor were we? I mean, what's a pit stop for just tires is what? 5 seconds total? Something like that, maybe? So what was the... Let me see the timings. Oh, here we go. It's about 15. I think even if we'd gone off one less pit, I think Taylor would still have been ahead of us. Because I don't think it's a 15 pit stop. You only take 2 seconds to do the tires, and then it's how long does it take to drive through pit lane. Don't think it's another 13 seconds. I could be wrong, though. Closed the gap a little bit, Van Dort did. Down to 14 points. Hey, morale actually went up that time, strangely. Alrighty. Just keep on keeping on. Just like I said, really nothing else to do. We're already where we need to be. 8th place. We're not going to go up. Just got to hope we don't go down. I mean, I could give Layla some points just to make her happier, but again, we're about to get rid of her, so I don't know if I really care. Oh, we do have somebody that's burnt out. We might be able to run them one more race just to take advantage of, you know, the fact that they haven't degraded too much yet. But we definitely will have to get somebody new. Except they're at 1% right now. There's a possibility they'll degrade too much before we need them. Alright, swap you. Swap you. You. 0.5 up there, or the, yeah. And then probably just one of the 0.4s. Alright, front jack, rear jack. Actually, there's a 20. And then refueling, there's an 18. 17 is the next best. And then tires. The 17 can come down. Gives us a 20 in tires at least. Is that it? I mean, I can grab this 13. Not super. Actually, the 17 can go there. All right, that's a little bit better. Just car repairs. Still need to get your performance up. That's the one we just built, isn't it? So start focusing on your performance as well. Man, we got so much to do. Really, it's just a matter of getting enough reliability to kind of be okay. But not too much more than that. Honestly, the 70% might be good enough. We'll let go up a little bit higher. Still trying to get as much on the... Oh, sorry, no, this is the one we don't care about because we're about to do a better one. That's right. At least a couple of our parts are maxed out. Here and there. I mean, the suspension at least. Just gotta get these other ones. Another chance of rain. More fuel efficiency. Yes, we can look into that. So yeah, there's our new brakes. I don't think we have a better brake, right? Yeah, because we just did this one because we couldn't go down any further anyway. So that's fine. So then we want to do a gearbox. I mean, I could do this one just because it's a temporary one anyway, just to give us a little bit of reliability that we can use. So I suppose I will do that. Now this brick we definitely need to get some performance into. If I can get this above 80, I'll feel pretty good. Although if this is our better part, 70, oh no, this is our better part right here. So yeah, we want to get that one up to 80 just so Layla can use it. And then we'll be able to swap these. This one we don't have to get as high. Although again, bigger red zone definitely makes a difference. Really, for the last couple of races, we're definitely going to need to focus purely on performance. Just accept whatever reliability we have. So probably this is probably the last episode we're really going to be doing much on reliability. We really need to get as much on performance as possible. I mean, 78 might have to do. But we'll go a little bit further. It's going to be okay. Do have some sponsors. 2.75 mil up front. Feels pretty good, but this one's already 7.7 mil total, which is way higher. So yeah, definitely got to take this one. Less up front, but a lot per race. Alrighty, these are the best already. These are the best already. I mean, this 2031 is getting closer to being usable, but not quite there. Still think the 2047 is maybe slightly better. Why it's scrolling funny. These two are good. These two, it's really not that much more because of the fact that it's got the bigger red zone. So we definitely need a little bit more on that before we can use it. And these are okay. All right. So nothing really changing for this race. We should have some good, better parts for next race, I think. Looks sunny so far today. I think there was a chance of rain though. Not rain in race. Or the qualifying, I mean. Practice. Words are hard. To the left. Going to be more towards the center. Probably just go to the left. To the right and center. Okay, that's fine. I'll just put this on the edge, but I know it's going to be a little bit further to the left. We'll put this one to the left because, again, I know it's going to be probably a little bit more to the center. This one will probably keep in the center. And go with that. We're going to be just a smidge there. To the left there. And to the right there. Why it ever goes to the qual. I mean, it should just lock it on one, and then if I choose to change it, let me change it, but don't keep swapping them back and forth randomly. It's a bit annoying, but it's alright. It's very poor across the board. For Ms. Layla. Probably further to the left. I could be wrong. There we go. At least it's progress, so it helps us know that we did go the right direction. We're both back in one more time. And then I should be able to stay out for a little bit. Oh, definitely Vile is, but Layla might need a little bit more still. Bring Layla back in one more time. Vile can stay out though. Don't think we're going to get the qualifying this time. Didn't quite get that speed balance, but did go up a little bit. Probably about as good as we're going to get, to be honest. Do that, and we'll go softs. No, should be able to get a little bit of qualifying. Maybe 5%. We got something. Better than nothing, I suppose. I assume, based on how many times I've automated the practice session, and it just gets kind of like 80%, 85%, sometimes worse. It's really not usually that good. That also means that the other teams that are AI, focused, they probably don't get very high. They probably aren't getting 97s, 98s, 99s most of the time. So that's probably where we get a little bit of our advantage back of being able to try and catch them a little bit with not as good of cars. 98, not bad. So every little percentage point we get, it's definitely going to get us just a tiny bit more advantage overall, I think. And that's just an assumption. I don't know for sure. '16th and 19th. Man, that is just where we are at. Actually, looks like Layla jumped up to 18th at the end there, I think. Actually, we may be out of super sauce. We are. That's not what I wanted. I want to go back to knowledge. Sauce. Probably 2 stints on sauce, 1 stint on mediums, something like that. Can't quite do it 2 stints on mediums, so we're definitely gonna have to have 2 pits no matter what we do. You can almost do 2 mediums if we really stretch it, but I bet you can do actually 3 sauce, which would be good. Layla's ahead. It's unusual. So temperature like 82. A little bit of rain partway through the race. Borderline not enough for inners, but it's definitely a big enough gap that we probably could do inners there. Temperature's still going up on yellow, so that's good to know. Makes sense. 82 degrees out. Everybody else done. Pretty heavy pushing on the cars, on their tires. They just got better tire wear than we do. Or tire temperature or something like that. Right, go ahead and pitch you in. Some more sauce. Nothing changing there. The engine's actually looking pretty good, so we can probably keep you on red a little bit longer. Oh, actually, I meant to change you in for inners. You know what, let's go and do inners for you. I'm not going to change Layla, although I should, because she's got the worst adaptability, which I meant to check to see if that was in fact what I thought it was. That's alright. It's barely going to get wet enough for inners. Right there, it's like those middle couple of laps. I'm going to have to paste off fuel here in a second. Versus the tires. Yeah, Rowan's going to have to pit here. 15 laps. Oh, that's not enough, really. Well, it's going to be 14 laps after we pit. So, yeah, the softs are going to be just barely good enough. And then... Man, suddenly I can't do math again. Should be able to do this one. You'd think I'd know it. .2. Probably gonna get lapped, so we'll just go the full. Just go 18, and it should be enough. Probably can even go less than that if we really wanted to. No, go ahead and schedule your pit for probably mediums. Parts are looking mostly okay, so we'll go with that. Check the timings around 5 laps left mark. A lot of people out on inners that hopefully we can start catching up on a little bit. Hey, we're not going to be last place. For what it's worth. I mean, your engine dropped a bit. Keep going for now. Roland's looking really good, so we're going to be fine there. Alright, let's cross the line here. It's going to be 5 laps left. Layla, 5 laps left. Plenty. Just the engine really is what comes into hers. Roland, 5 laps left. Needs to drop down to high. Is Roland actually about to lap Layla? That's insane. Yeah, her being on the wrong tires for that little stint there definitely made a huge difference. That's alright. Final lap. I mean, pretty bad race for her, but 15th for him. I mean, every time we have a bad race with her, he gets, you know, decent standing. You know, he moved up a spot from 16th to 15th. She stayed the same from her qualify. Oh, no, she dropped down from 18th to 19th. That's right. But, I mean, I think it's just enough points to stay ahead of 8th or 9th place. Only 10-point difference, though. They are starting to catch us up, so we've got to try and start squeezing out a little bit more placement from Layla if we can. Obviously, bad management there. Definitely cost us, but who's to say we wouldn't have been 19th anyway, to be honest. Just 19th by less, I guess. Her morale is in the gutter. Just got to hold on for a few more months, my dear. All right, well, there's our save. So, yeah. 4 races left, 2 episodes left. Really just trying to set the foundation for some good cars next season and hope we can at least hold on to 8th place, because that's, you know, feels pretty good. I mean, I don't think we're going to drop down below 9th, but you know, holding on to 8th would be good. I can't remember. Does equal pay for everybody? Excuse me. Equal focus merit payments. Yep. So we're going to, it doesn't matter whether they're 8th or 9th, we're still going to get the same amount of money. It's more of a just because we want to than need to be honest. Alrighty. Well, that is that. We'll go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll keep working on some parts for next season. So I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.